Hey, it's Evan. Sorry if I'm hard to hear. I'm like losing my voice. I have a really sore throat from the breathing tube they put in during surgery, but I am officially post-op now. I've had my chest surgery. I don't get to see it for a week though. I was thinking since it was just like a like abdominal binder that I could take it off and see it, but I don't think I can.
Dressing would be there.
Oh, that would be dressing there, but I was thinking I might be able to see it before, but I don't. But I'm still like they're all gone. Right, right there, it's all gone. I've, I've got my drains. They've got to empty every 4 hours. Dr. Lisa,
Kara's job.
oh, it's Kara's job. Kara's gonna empty the drains for me. I mean, I probably will after today. Today's like it's really difficult to move. Like that's a lot of,
It'll be difficult to move for a while, but Teddy had a hard time.
but it's hard to move because every single thing I do, I can feel like pressure on my chest. Like even texting on my phone, like I can feel it like kind of in my chest. I don't know, like because of muscles and everything. Like I don't know. I guess I didn't realize how much like you use your chest for like everything. Like if I like, I have a hard time even like sitting up and like moving because of it. But overall, like I'm not in a ton of pain. It's like more of a pressure kind of pain, like all throughout my chest. Like I feel this pressure, like a pain, like all across it. But it's not incredibly unbearable. My surgery was at 7:30 this morning. I actually started pretty close to being on time. Dr. Lee said it probably wouldn't start till like
Gas.
8 o'clock. Huh?
Tell him about the gas.
What?
Dr. Lisa's coming.
Oh, I forgot getting there. Well, I didn't know if it was off to a bad start or not. So Dr. Lease was he said he wanted to drive me to make sure that I make it there on time and make sure I go and everything. And so me and Kara were gonna ride with him, and then he was gonna take us there, do the surgery. He was gonna come back, and my parents were gonna drive me back to his to my room. But anyways, we're driving there. We're driving. We're almost there, and we're in a left-hand turning lane. Like we're probably only a couple miles from the hospital, and we're at a red light. As soon as we stop, the car stalls, and Dr. Lisa's just like, "Oh, I can't believe I forgot to put gas in my car." But yeah, we were
We were just
out
kind of
of
like,
out of gas.
wow.
Yeah, and so he hitched a ride in a semi truck to the gas station, and then he hitched a ride in another truck back to the car. I mean, he made good time. It probably
Took
only
10
took
minutes,
him like
15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes to get back to the car and put gas in it. So it didn't make us late, but it was quite an adventure. I looked at Kara and I was like, is this a bad sign? And she was like, well, if somebody hits us or if the cops come or something, maybe. But no, I don't think it's a bad sign. But yeah, so it was quite an adventure getting there. Wow is about the only thing I could say then. Wow is about the only thing I can say now to that. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, here's my doctor dressed all up, looking nice in a suit, and he gets in a semi.
They paid the people to
I
drive them.
mean, so it's like I couldn't. I was like, wow. But anyway, so we got there and then got to the hospital. They got me like checked right in. They made a copy of my ID. I was upstairs. I didn't even wait for like very long, and they had me. They did all like blood pressure and temperature, all that stuff, and then they were taking me back into the holding room, which
It sounds like prison.
I know. Kara said it sounds like prison. I don't know if you could hear. And they wouldn't let nobody was allowed to go back there with me. Like I didn't know that because any place I've been to in Ohio, you're allowed to go back in that room because that's not where they do the surgery or anything. That's just like a kind of like waiting room where they put the IV in. But anyway, so I'm back there. It's like 7 o'clock by the time I'm in there, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out so bad. I was really scared, and they put the IV in. That was sucky. I don't like needles, but everyone was really nice. All the nurses were really friendly, and then Dr. Lease was there about 7:25, 7:30, to like make draw some lines on my chest and stuff. He talked to me a little bit, and then he wheeled me off to the operating room. And the only thing I remember being in there was they moved me. I had switched tables, and I'm laying, and then there was a bunch of big lights over my head, and then they put the gas mask on, and they were just like, breathe deeply, and it tasted a little weird, and next thing I know, I'm waking up in like this other like room, and I'm like in and out of it. I had a hard time breathing. The first thing I thought when I woke up, like I'm guessing I had a hard time breathing because of the breathing tube. Like I couldn't catch my breath and I was like coughing. The first thing I woke up was like, oh crap, I couldn't breathe when I was out. They must not have done it. They must not have done the surgery. I was like, oh my god, what if it didn't happen? What if it didn't get done? And then I was like in and out of it for probably a good half hour or so, and they were checking my blood pressure like every 5 minutes. And like, and then like they wheeled me down to like the recovery room where you're allowed to have your family and everyone in. And I felt really nauseous on the way down there, like really sick to my stomach. Like I almost felt like I could vomit. And then I just laid in there. I kind of went back to sleep for a little while, and then they checked everything, and I ate some food. And I stayed in there for probably a couple hours in the recovery, just like resting because I was lightheaded and nauseous. I think from the anesthesia. Dr. Leese came in and said everything looks great. He said it turned out great. Looks the surgery went fine. So now I just have to wait to see, and empty my drains every 4 hours. Well, Kara can do it, but yeah, this video is a lot longer than I was thinking it was gonna be. I don't even know how well you can hear me, but I'm gonna go back to watching the Golden Girls.